Hello and welcome to All About Community. My name is Robert L. Harris and I am your host. I often make some comments prior to starting the show. This time I want to comment about voter suppression. What is going on? We have Republicans across this nation trying to suppress mostly black and brown votes. Why are they doing this? They're doing it to make it more difficult for blacks to vote. I can tell you right now, the filibuster, which is being used in Congress at this very moment, the filibuster has never been in the interest of black people. So, oh, Mr. Harris, you are just so incorrect. There has never been a situation where the filibuster has helped pass civil rights law. It has always been used to stop such passage. But let me not get carried away with that, because that is not even the reason why we're going to be talking today. We're speaking today with Terry Wiley. Terry Wiley is a candidate for the Alameda County District Attorney's Office. Terry, welcome to All About Community.
Glad to be here, Bob.
I hope my comments didn't scare you, did they?
Not at all. Not at all.
You're used to me, right?
You
know I'm crazy, right?
Yes.
This is I believe, your second time appearing on All About Community.
Yes.
Let's chat for a moment about your background, where you were born, grew up, etc.
Yes. Well, Bob, my dad was a career military, so I was born on Travis Air Force Base out in Fairfield, California. And he was, like, as I say, he was career military. He started off in the Army, and then when the Army integrated, he transferred over to the Air Force and then was stationed at Moffett Field, which is now NASA. That used to be an operational Air Force base. And so I started school in East Palo Alto. And I went to kindergarten, first grade in East Palo Alto. And then my dad actually passed away when I was 7. So.
And you're the youngest of 12, and you have a twin.
And I have an identical twin.
Identical twin. Do people ever get you confused?
All the time. All the time.
So he could actually substitute for you.
He actually could. We could cover double the territory.
You may want to get him engaged in your campaign.
Exactly.
Actually, I've seen your brother, and I had to take a double take. I said, wait a minute. Is this Terry?
If you don't know I'm an identical twin and you see him, you just think it's me.
Yeah, absolutely. You indicated that your mother and siblings had a great influence on you getting an education, and I believe they would say education is the road to success.
Yes.
What did they mean by that?
Well, Bob, I grew up in an environment where my mother was just straight up with us at a very young age, and we did not come from money or anything like that. And she said, the best opportunity you're going to have to live a good life is through education. So me and my twin brother in particular took education seriously from a very young age. We were very serious about our studies because it had been kind of drilled into us that this was our way to a better life. And so it was very important, and we, I set many goals around education.
And you went to UC Berkeley, is that correct?
UC Berkeley. I was a football player. Went to Cal, played football. Had a great time playing football. I actually had visions of playing in the NFL, but
what happened to those visions?
Bad knees.
Bad knees.
Bad knees and knee surgeries. And I remember one of my older brothers looking at me and saying, hey, football is something that if you're going to make it in the NFL, you got to make it right away. It's not really a profession that you can just linger year after year. And so it didn't happen in the first 2 years. But I'd always had a goal to go to law school. And so I just said I regrouped and started applying to law school.
And where'd you go to law school?
I went to the University of San Diego School of Law.
Okay.
Bob, I applied to law schools pretty much in California, and not coming from a lot of money or anything. I was looking at which school was offering me the best financial package.
Well, at least you got a financial package. When I went to law school, I didn't get anything.
Well, the funny thing is, when I went to the University of San Diego School of Law, it was about $8,000 a year. Today, it's $45,000 a year.
Well, when I went to law school, Terry, it was it was $750 per semester. That's $1,500 a year when I attended law school.
Wow.
What a deal! But boy, what it is now. Whew.
Yeah.
And I understand that you walked on to, I guess they call it walked on to, or went out and tried for the football team in Berkeley.
Yeah, when I got to Berkeley, I was a walk-on. And, excuse me, let me get some water here. I walked on to the football team. And, but really as a walk-on, it's not that much different than being on scholarship.
Mm-hmm.
You got to do everything everybody else is doing. And you just got to work hard to show them that you belong.
And you worked hard, and you were selected, and you started on the starting team. And what I gather from that is that you had an attitude that a setback is nothing more than a setup for a comeback. And you came back. We're going to have to go to break. Talking with Terry Wiley, who is a candidate for Alameda County District Attorney. And when we return, we will talk more specifically about why he is running for District Attorney of Alameda County. We'll be right back. Don't touch that remote.